On today's episode of TQA Weekly, I explain to you what the art form is of extremely high-speed diagnostic and repair of computers, especially in Windows. My name's Steve Smith, this is TQA Weekly. If ever you have any questions, comments, suggestions, and or PC horror stories, email me at ask@tqaweekly.com. Join a community and communicate with me also at tqaweekly.com. And of course, if you're on YouTube, Vimeo, Blip.tv, or anywhere else I post to every single week, you can always leave the comments down below. Today is all about the art form of high-speed troubleshooting and repair of computer, because you don't need to spend 6 hours, 6 days, 6 months trying to figure out what is wrong with your computer. Being somebody who is seasoned at figuring out what's going on with the computer, I can give you a few hints that will actually save time and money, or not save money, but it will still actually save you a lot of time trying to figure out what the heck is going on with your computer. So first of all, most of the time, Windows knows before there's a problem. And this is because there's something called a device manager. So first things first, when computers tell you something's wrong and you can't do something, just head over to the device manager, check the properties, and check the device status. The device status has much to do with the actual status of the device. It will tell you if it's enabled, if it's disabled, if it's working correctly, or if the hardware has just simply failed. In that case, just replace the hardware itself. If it's disabled, turn it back on. And of course, if it says it's working, but it's not, dig a little deeper. Now, in some cases, you might also get unknown driver. For one reason or another, devices tend to have driver issues that go beyond logic, like the driver is corrupted. When a driver is corrupted, the driver is gone. Simply reinstall the driver. But what happens if you just install the driver and it doesn't work? Well, if you previously had a driver that works, use the rollback feature in this device manager to bring the driver back. Not all drivers work all the time on all builds. At this case, you might actually want to notify the manufacturer that in your computer build, the driver simply doesn't work, and give them the details of why it didn't work. You'll have information available for them. Now, in many cases, it might go as far as asking you to troubleshoot the issue in Windows. Now, clicking it once might solve the issue if you have one of two things. A, the answer already exists in your computer, and all it has to do is get the answer and solve it. Or two, it needs to go over the internet and get the answer, but if you don't have the internet because that's the actual issue, that might pose an issue in itself. So click it once. If it doesn't give you the answer, check below. There's a link that tells you, do you want more information about this error? It usually starts with a 0 or 1, followed by an X, and then 8 characters that are either numbers or letters, a hex code that you can actually type into Google, followed by space site Microsoft.com, that will actually bring you to a page from Microsoft.com, especially useful when you're using Windows, that will actually tell you how to fix the problem, or what files to download, or even what hotfix to apply to your computer to get this piece of hardware to work in itself. If it isn't a Microsoft issue, you might want to replace the web address with the web address of issue. So if it's a sound card, type the sound card name. If it's something else, just type that. But in most cases, that will be enough information to help you fix most of the problems in itself. And obviously, who knows their operating system better than the original operating system developer? I would like to see somebody challenge me on that, but coders coding their own work will know their own work better than everybody else. Another option is to use one of my favorite programs, Glare Utilities, and just run a system file scanner and see what's wrong. In some cases, it does in fact fix the problem. And of course, you can always try by addressing the original issue that caused the fault in itself to prevent future issues from bothering your hardware and you, including viruses and malware. Viruses and malware do tend to cause damage to computers. They do tend to cause this kind of damage to computers, so you might want to address the fact that either A, your antivirus sucks and you need a better one, or B, it simply didn't detect that and you might want to use something like Portable Apps Antiviral Scanner to see what's going on, because 2 scans are better than 1. Just don't install 2 inside your computer. And of course, if all else fails and the hardware is known to be functioning correctly, but Windows wants nothing to do with anything, you can always just format and restart. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't, share with those that you believe that will actually benefit from this show, and have a great day. Bye.